2, 1, booster ignition, and liftoff. The crew of Artemis 2 now bound for the moon. Command roll pitch.
Roger, roll pitch.
Houston now control flight detected. Artemis 2.
MT high.
On time passing 30 seconds. Every pass is close. Target milestone.
Right now, the Artemis 2 mission is entering its most critical and historic phase as the Orion spacecraft officially crosses into the Lunar Sphere of Influence. Telemetry data from Mission Control in Houston confirms that the vehicle and all 4 astronauts, Commander Reid Wiseman, pilot Victor Glover, and mission specialists Christina Koch and Jeremy Hansen, are performing exceptionally well in deep space. As of 12:41 in the morning Eastern Time, the spacecraft began its highly anticipated approach toward the lunar surface. The crew is currently preparing for a precise flyby that will bring them within roughly 7,600 kilometers of the far side of the moon. This marks a monumental milestone in aerospace history because it is the absolute furthest that any human being has traveled into the cosmos since the Apollo era ended in 1972. Flight directors report that the life support systems inside the Orion capsule are maintaining optimal cabin pressure and temperature, while the advanced radiation shielding is successfully protecting the crew from deep space solar weather. Today, the astronauts will also have the unprecedented opportunity to observe a total solar eclipse from the unique vantage point of lunar orbit. From their perspective, the moon will completely block the sun, creating a spectacular visual phenomenon that no human has ever witnessed firsthand. During this specific maneuver, the spacecraft will pass behind the far side of the moon, resulting in an expected and planned loss of signal. For approximately 30 minutes, all radio communication and telemetry data with Earth will be completely severed. The crew will be entirely cut off from mission control, relying solely on the automated flight computers of the Orion spacecraft to navigate the darkness. Once they re-emerge from the lunar shadow, they will capture high-resolution images of the Earth rising over the barren lunar horizon, sending those massive data packets directly back to the deep space network. We are receiving continuous updates regarding the European service module, which is attached to the Orion capsule and currently providing the primary propulsion, electrical power, and thermal control for the entire vehicle. The solar array wings are fully deployed and generating more than enough power to sustain the spacecraft systems. The crew has successfully completed several scheduled thruster burns to refine their trajectory, proving that the complex propulsion system is highly responsive. Medical teams on the ground are also analyzing the real-time biometric data from the astronauts to understand how the human body adapts to the deep space environment outside the protective magnetic field of Earth. Sleep schedules and nutritional intakes are being strictly monitored to ensure the crew remains at peak cognitive performance during the most demanding orbital maneuvers. The primary objective of this 10-day flight, which launched on April 1st, is to stress test the entire spacecraft system in a true deep space environment. The engineers in Houston are closely monitoring how the crew interacts with the manual flight controls, the advanced optical communication systems, and the newly designed spacesuits during zero-gravity operations. This mission is utilizing a free return trajectory. This means the spacecraft is using the gravitational pull of the moon like a giant slingshot to naturally alter its course and throw it directly back toward Earth. This brilliant orbital mechanic maneuver saves a massive amount of main engine fuel and provides a safe automatic return path if any critical systems were to fail. Looking ahead, the team is already preparing for the extreme dangers of the atmospheric re-entry phase scheduled for Friday, April 10th. When the Orion capsule hits the Earth's atmosphere, it will be traveling at nearly 25,000 miles per hour, or roughly Mach 32. The friction generated by this insane speed will create a blazing envelope of superheated plasma around the spacecraft, pushing the heat shield to temperatures exceeding 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The aerodynamic braking forces will be incredibly brutal, subjecting the crew to intense gravitational pressure before the sequence of drogue and main parachutes deploy to slow the capsule for a safe splashdown in the Pacific Ocean. United States Navy recovery ships are already moving into position off the coast of California, running continuous drills to ensure they can safely extract the crew and the spacecraft from the water within hours of landing. This flawless execution of the Artemis 2 flight plan is not just about returning to the moon, but it is actively laying the critical foundation for establishing a permanent lunar base and eventually launching crewed missions to Mars. The data collected from this specific flight is absolutely vital for the upcoming Artemis 3 mission, which aims to actually land humans back on the lunar South Pole. We will continue to monitor the NASA live feeds and provide you with the latest telemetry updates, audio transmissions, and deep space imagery as this historic journey back to Earth continues. Please make sure to hit that subscribe button right now and turn on your notifications so you never miss a breaking aerospace update.